Tina.
I'm Ross.
And today we have one of our favorite tastings, well, at least mine, and that is a cheese tasting. So we are back with some British cheeses, and a lot of these are ones that we've tried the style of cheese, but I think these are all different creameries and a few different flavors for us. One that I know I've tasted before, but you haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. We're also going to pair it with some of our favorite accompaniments, like Branston pickle. You can see that we're almost out here. I would have to pick up another jar. And also, what we found our Branston at Cost Plus World Market, we also got a little freebie sour cherry spread. So I think we're going to give this a try by the brand Dalmatia, product of Croatia. So we're just going to give that a try on some of the cheeses. And Ross wanted to bring out some of the pickled onions too, since he's a pickled onion fan. I like them too, but I think you really love them.
I do.
Yeah. And we have some crackers and cut bread. Mm-hmm. We did forget to pick up an apple for fruit.
Yeah.
But I think we'll do fine. Yeah. Gotta love tasting cheese. And most of our cheese came from either Trader Joe's or grocery outlet. I think I picked up one at Safeway.
Okay.
All right, are you ready to start out?
I'm as ready as I will ever be.
I think I have them going from this direction this way. So the first one we have is called Stripey Joe, and we picked this one up at Trader Joe's. If you've watched any of our other cheese videos, you know I'm always on the lookout for new cheese and anything brand new, anything from the UK. So I don't know if I may have forgotten to mention, these are all from the UK. So this first one, Stripey Joe, is a new one we hadn't seen. And this is actually a mixture. They're done in layers of cheddar, Cheshire, red Leicester, double Gloucester, and I guess that's it. For some reason I thought there were 5. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 5 layers, but maybe they sandwiched it with cheddar. I don't know, so I'm not sure which one's which, but it looks interesting.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, let me just pick up a piece here. Show a close-up so you can see all of those layers. And we've had most of these cheeses before in some form or other, except I don't think we've had Cheshire. That's not one I see here very often.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Of course, cheddar, very common. I'm starting to see more red Leicester show up here and there. In fact, we're going to be tasting another red Leicester. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And I kind of feel like, well, how do you eat this? Do you do like one layer at a time or just bite off a whole bunch?
I just had a vision of a coworker of mine dumping M&Ms on his desk and sorting all the colors and eating one color at a time. But yeah, what is the proper way of eating this?
I don't know.
Multi-layered goodness.
Ooh. That's the bad thing with the layers. They do come apart at the layers. Okay, so I've got one layer off, so I'm eating that right now.
Okay.
I think that was the cheddars. It seemed a little bit milder than I was expecting. But. And then we have 2 that are kind of more the orange color. One darker, a little light. One's a little lighter. I'm guessing... Well, one would have to be the red Leicester.
Right. Which I'm assuming is over there.
And maybe double Gloucester? I'm not sure what color Cheshire is. Is Cheshire typically the white colored cheese? You'll have to let us know. So I'm not sure which layer I had, but that one was more flavorful.
I'm not sure which layers I had either, but just the combination of all of them I liked. Mm-hmm. The inner layer, does that come slightly more crumbly than the other?
Maybe. I wonder if that is... I don't know. I was going to guess Cheshire, but I'm not really sure.
Either way, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, actually eating them all together was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I don't know if we want to try some with a piece of bread.
Oh, twist my arm.
I should have cut off more. Oops. Maybe I'll use a little Branston on this.
There you go.
Thank you.
Sure. And
since I know we've used Branston on cheddars before.
Granted, I'm not a cheese expert, but this is something you typically see in the UK. You'll see multi-layered cheese
Yeah, this
Like
was,
this.
as I mentioned, brand new at Trader Joe's. The only layered cheese that I've seen that I absolutely love to pick up. In fact, I saw it today and I resisted because we have so much cheese right now. And it better not disappear because they have it for a while and then it's gone. I believe they call it Huntsman's cheese, and it's a mixture. It's layers of Stilton and I believe double Gloucester. And that, I really love that combination together. It's really tasty. So when we get a little lower, I'll probably be picking that up before it goes away again.
How many of you have a cheese grotto?
Probably nobody.
Yeah. This one here has a cheese grotto.
They're kind of specialized, and I think I don't know if they ship internationally or not, but I know they're made here.
Okay. How do you like it with the Branston?
Good. Like it.
Really do enjoy Branston with cheese.
I do too. Just adds a little something extra to it.
Complements it well.
Seem to have really enjoyed it with cheddars. And granted, this one, as I mentioned when I first tasted it, I thought, oh, it's not as strong as I was expecting. It's probably not an aged cheddar. We started getting used to some of those more aged cheddars that have that strong flavor. So, and I think it goes really well with that.
It does. Yes. No complaints.
All right, ready for our next one?
Yes.
So next up we have a red Leicester. It's called Rutland Red, and this one is aged for 10 months. That nice, beautiful color on that. This also was from Trader Joe's. And I haven't seen red Leicester there very much, so another new one for me. Although we've had red Leicester in the past, it was not from Trader Joe's, if I recall correctly.
I like it.
Yeah, it was nice. Seems a little different from the last red Leicester we had, although it's been a while. I think because it's aged for 10 months. I don't know if the other one was aged quite that long. It's a little bit on the crumbly side.
It is. What would you pair this with?
I'm trying to think. It might stand up to Branston as well. Being a little stronger.
Oh, that's strong flavor to it.
Yeah. Maybe I will try that with some Branston.
Part of my reach.
Unless you want, or do we want to try it with the onions? Thank you. Oh, look at you picking it up with your fork. So much more proper than I'm using my fingers.
Well, if I use my fingers, I'm probably going to see a bunch of comments. Oh, you're not supposed to use your fingers. Oh, what a heathen.
It's just us. I went and used my fingers. Although, do we need a knife? So we're going to try a little bit of the pickled onion with this. I'm trying to remember. I need to write all this stuff down. I just need to get a Word document started. I've been thinking about this for so long with suggestions that we've received from our viewers on pairings or recipes. Because I want to say when people talk about cheese and onion sandwiches, I believe red Leicester was one they mentioned, as well as cheddar, but I could be wrong, but maybe we're making our own open-faced cheese and cheese and onion sandwich here.
I still like that comment. One of the viewers said she keeps a jar of the pickled onions under her bed.
I love that.
I love that.
I better not find a jar of pickled onions under the bed. It's good too. That's a nice combination.
It is.
We've been mentioning we want to try a cheese and onion sandwich. We saw a few different variations on that, and they all sounded really good. Two flavors we definitely love, and obviously it's beloved in the UK too. What we have, they have the cheese and onion crisps. So
yeah, could definitely see why.
Excellent pairing. Very tasty. Always love a tray of cheese, and this makes a nice lunch or snack.
Yes.
So what about you? Maybe you'll join us and get out your own tray of cheese.
Why don't you let us know what your favorites are?
Yeah. Let us know if you're enjoying some cheese with us.
Mm-hmm. What do you like to pair it with? Just let us know. So, yeah, something about those pickled onions. And no, you don't have to worry about me having a jar of that under the bed. Now, if it was a box of dark chocolate.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That might be under there.
Yeah.
All right, next up, this is a new one for me. This is from the Somerdale Creamery. This is Challenger IPA. So it's aged cheddar cheese infused with traditional English IPA. And this is another one that kind of fell apart. There's a layer there in between. I don't know if this is ash.
I'm sorry?
Which will probably get you, huh?
Ash.
It might be ash. It looks like there are layers. I don't see anything on there about why they have the layers, but we'll give that one a try.
Ash.
Used a lot in cheese making.
Why? You're the cheese expert, I'm not. This seems like such an odd thing in the food prep process.
It is supposed to help with ripening in some cases. And also I don't know if that's the case with this cheese, but sometimes, like I believe Morbier is a French cheese that does that. And they'll do like a morning milking and then they'll put a layer on ash to kind of protect it. And they'll do an evening milking and they'll put that next layer on and then it comes out looking like that.
I find it interesting that you keep up with all of this.
So what do you think of this one? This is good too. It's got a little extra flavor in there from the IPA.
I do. I like it. I enjoy this. Kind of has a not as crumbly as like a blue cheese texture to it, but I like it. Okay, the dark area is edible.
Yes. Yes, the ash is all edible.
It's edible ash. Okay, so you're going to put this on a slice of bread with some pickled onion.
I think I will.
Okay, pardon my reach.
This is like this cheese also might stand up to a pickled onion. So why not give that a try?
I'm making a mess. So.
It says it's aged cheddar, but it doesn't say for how long.
I like it.
Yeah, it definitely is flavorful. Probably not only because of the aging, but also because of the IPA.
So a big thank you to the viewers that commented and let us know about the pickled onion. I don't think we really would have even thought about looking for it, picking it up, until multiple people had mentioned, oh yeah, this is, goes nicely with the ploughman's lunch, goes nicely with cheese. Ideal snack food.
Yeah, very good. I mean, just something you don't really see around here. And so it's kind of fun to give those things a try to see what we think of them and then add something new to our snack repertoire.
Yes. Okay, so we've tried 3 so far. So far, do you have a favorite?
I'm really kind of liking that Challenger IPA. But the Stripey Joe was fun too.
Yes.
It's hard. You know me, it depends on my mood.
Yes.
Yeah. So next up we have another cheese that we've tried before, and but not this particular creamery. This is from Tuxford and Tebbit, and this is a blue Stilton.
Yeah. Probably not getting a very good view there, but yeah, you enjoy a good blue cheese, right?
I do enjoy blue cheese.
Yes.
As you do too.
I do.
Which surprised me because blue cheese is pretty strong, but
It is pretty strong. I like it. I like it with meat.
Yeah,
like
it is
it.
very good with meat. Sprinkled on top of salads is really good too. But I don't mind snacking with it sometimes too. Let's try a little.
Little taste.
Yeah, compared to, even though the other cheeses were flavorful, Stilton packs a big punch. So
Yes, it does.
yeah,
Well,
that's pretty strong.
that was pretty strong.
This is the one I read online that you can use the sour cherry spread with blue cheese.
Are you going to?
This is the one I think we should try.
Okay. You want me to open that for you?
I got it.
Okay. So we've never had this spread before. You know, Safeways has this, and
As well as Cost Plus.
as well as Cost Plus, and I think they also have like a fig spread. Yeah, you never get the fig spread either.
That's the one I really wanted to get when we got our freebie, but
Yeah.
they were all out of it. I know fig goes nicely with cheese, but we'll give this sour cherry a try.
I'm just kind of curious just how sour is the sour cherry.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the other cheeses that were recommended were like Brie, Camembert. But they also said that blue cheese could be paired with it too. Yeah, I cut off some rather big hunks. Hopefully it's not too much. A little bit of this goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
The cherry is not as strong as I was expecting. When it said sour cherry, I was really expecting something tart.
It's more on the sweet side.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's just me. I think it's more on the sweet side, but
I agree.
still, I think it complements the cheese really well.
Something we'd heard of and we ended up trying with it, Stilton in one of our other videos, is to use honey with it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that just sounds so strange, but I keep hearing about honey as an accompaniment to cheese, and I really enjoyed it. It kind of tones it down a bit, as I think this jam does as well.
To me, it's not even really that sour. I was expecting something to make me pucker. But that's more on the sweet side than sour.
Yeah.
I mean, not complaining, just a little bit of false advertising there. Sour cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Really sweet to me.
yeah. Still think it goes nicely with it.
Yeah.
I was just kind of bracing myself for just how sour it's going to be. Yeah, it's on the sweet side.
Wasn't sure what to expect with that, but yeah, that's nice. I still wouldn't mind trying the fig though. I think that would be
Yes.
really nice.
I was just going to say that's another nice thing we see with our Safeway markets here is sometimes they'll have like a little mini cheese snack trays you can get. And I'll have maybe 2 to 3 different kinds of cheese, maybe some grapes, a fig, or maybe fig spread, some almonds, or some other kinds of nuts. And I think some even have maybe some kind of sausage.
Yeah.
So,
That's something else I probably should have gotten now. I think we have almonds. See, I like almonds with blue cheese. I think that goes nicely with too. All right.
all right. How about that?
So we do have almonds.
Okay, so you're going to try it with the blue cheese? Not together, one at a time?
I just thought it'd be easier to eat one and then pick up a little cheese.
I see. All right. Oh, that was strong. Oh. Pairing almonds with blue cheese really does nothing for me.
Really?
Because these almonds are unsalted, raw, and they're so, to me, just speaking for myself, they're so bland. I can't say it really does much for the blue cheese. What about you?
I liked it, but are you thinking that if it was like roasted and salted, you might like it better?
Maybe. It might sound odd, but maybe with cashews. I love cashews. So.
I liked it, but I was awfully good with that cherry spread.
It was. No complaints, other than a little bit false advertising.
All right, so I have one more cheese to try. This one is also, I believe, by Summerdale. This is a Wensleydale, and it's honey and lemon. So I saved this one for last because it seemed more of like a sweet dessert type cheese.
Which you're not big on.
Yeah, I just thought I'd give it a try. We've tried other Wensleydale cheese. I've never seen it just Wensleydale on its own here. It's always with either cranberries or the one we tried with blueberries I actually did like. I'm not a big fan of cranberries, so I don't usually pick that one up. But the blueberries we like, and so now we have honey and lemon. That's kind of different. You can really taste that lemon flavor.
Yeah.
With just a little sweetness in there as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Brought out some crackers. I thought it might be good on one of these crackers.
Yeah, strong lemon taste.
Mm-hmm.
You can put a little of the cherry spread on it.
I don't know. I wasn't sure with too much of the fruitiness if that might be a bit much, but...
Actually, I like that it's actually spreadable.
It is spreadable, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just spread mine out a little bit.
I'm going to go crazy and put a little cherry spread.
All right, you do it. There are no rules, right?
No. No.
This goes nicely on the cracker. This is just a wheat cracker we got from Trader Joe's.
Mm-hmm. That goes nicely together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know, as you said, you're not a fan of the sweeter fruit cheeses. I really like that.
Yeah, this one's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interesting with the lemon flavor. And just some of the sweetness from the honey.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Goes very nicely together. I still think you should try it with that spread.
It's a nice texture too. Very soft.
It's the only one that I think that we tried that was actually spreadable.
Mm-hmm. We really cleaned off this plate, but I see there's a little red Leicester left.
Yes. I'm surprised you didn't have it with some bread and leftover onion.
I might when we're done.
Okay.
I might slice a little more. Did you have a favorite out of these?
Runner-up. It's a draw.
It's a draw?
Between the last one we had with the honey and the lemon. And I really enjoyed Stripey Joe.
Yeah, Stripey Joe was good. That's a fun cheese.
Yeah.
Definitely like to pick that one up again.
Yeah. What about you?
I really like Stripey Joe. And I like the Challenger IPA one as well.
A good strong one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to choose. I mean, I definitely would like any of these on a cheese plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's so fun to have a sampling of several. You're not stuck with just one.
Yeah.
Just kind of keep trying different ones. And because I'm enjoying red Leicester as well. So.
Yeah, it's just...
And I really did like it with the onions, the pickled onions. I thought that made a really good combination.
It did. Complements it well. It's hard when you have multiple ones out there. 5 or more. And well, which one did you like the best?
Yeah.
So
I know.
But,
I hardly ever meet a cheese that I didn't like.
Velveeta?
Velveeta doesn't qualify as cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
I've had a few that I couldn't do. And we're always on the lookout for Stinking Bishop. I don't know if we'll ever find it here, but we are definitely up for the challenge. If we do find it, we'll definitely pick it up.
I'm almost afraid to try it. Just one of these things where it gets a certain proximity of your face.
Yeah, just don't inhale too much.
Yeah.
That's the trick with some of the cheese. What's interesting is sometimes they smell really bad, but they taste fine. They taste good.
Yeah,
so.
you got me there a few times where I said, I'm like, what is that odor? Did Finn do something? He said, no, that's my new cheese. It's like, I'm not eating that. No, try it. Just plug your nose. Just close your eyes.
Don't inhale.
Don't inhale. Yes, but you did pick up some winners.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let us know in the comments. Have you had any of these cheeses from, I imagine probably not Trader Joe's unless you're in the U.S., but Tuxford and Tebbit, is that a creamery you're familiar with? I don't remember the creamery we got our first blue Stilton from, but it was a different one, and I can't recall which one that was. I'd have to look up our video. Or Somerdale. Are these particular creameries that you like to purchase cheese from? Let us know in the comments. We're definitely somewhat limited here on what we can get. And I do see certain brands, like the Somerdale brand, I've seen it in several stores, so they must export to the US quite a bit. The Tuxford and Tebbit, that was new to me. And we saw another one today that I was curious about picking up.
Which one was that?
It was in Grocery Outlet. Our Grocery Outlet, by the way, it's sort of a discount store, so you get things cheaper, but they've really upped their cheese game. They have a whole separate section now with more high-quality cheese. They have imported cheese, as well as some creameries in the U.S. that are known for more high-quality cheese.
You got so excited when you told me that. Oh, look, it's like this own little island.
It is.
Separated. Its own little section.
Yeah. Yeah, so I really enjoyed checking that out, but I'm trying to remember... It was a cheddar, and I've forgotten the name of the creamery, but I know we've had cheese from them before, and I recognize it. Is it Belton Farms, maybe? It might be Belton Farms. I think I've seen them at Safeway, so.
Or if there's something you can recommend, we'd love to know.
Yeah, just, we're somewhat limited on what we can purchase here, so we just find things when we can and pick them up and try them.
But really, if you can, make some recommendations, because that was something we dealt with last year. Was our it was either Nugget or it was a Whole Foods, where they did have some Brit cheese, and one day, pretty nice selection of Brit cheese. Come back later, oh sorry, it was just seasonal. We don't have them now. I was thinking about that as right when we were starting. It's like, where was it? Where were we when the worker there said, no, it's seasonal, unfortunately, and it was around Christmas? That was
Safeway.
That was actually Safeway?
Safeway said that they get more British cheese around Christmas, yes.
Okay, I stand corrected.
But Nugget now, Nugget kind of let me down, because that's actually where I think we first found some Wensleydale. May have been. I don't know, I think I was looking for Caerphilly cheese, and then it was so funny, and then I ended up finding it at Whole Foods, but supposedly they're going to see if they could acquire it, and they took down my number. They never called. So I was a little bit let down, but always good. That's the one thing I do like about our Safeway and Whole Foods is they usually have a person working in the cheese area. So they tend to be more knowledgeable about cheese, and then it sounds like they will try to track things down when they can.
Yes, fantastic customer service when you take a customer's phone number and you don't call.
Yeah. And just unfortunate that we don't. One of my favorites, of course, is the cheese shop in Carmel. I mean, they have hundreds of cheeses available. I think I mentioned before, I asked if they had Stinking Bishop, and they did not have it, even though I found an old brochure that looked like they did. So I don't know if they just didn't have it at the time. The person I was working with was fairly new, but I wish we had something like that closer, because if anybody could acquire something, I'm sure it would be the cheese shop.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I might want to cut a little bit more cheese. We have a lot more bread left, and so we will wrap this up for now.
Yes.
If you like food tastings and reactions, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when we publish a new video. So until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.